Picture two families standing in the same airport. Both are headed somewhere warm. Both are carrying suitcases. Both are taking photos before boarding. From the outside, they look almost identical. But one family will come home wealthier than when they left. The other will come home with less money, more stress, and a credit card bill they'll still be paying long after the tan fades. The difference isn't income. The difference is how they think about travel. Most people assume wealthy travelers spend more. Sometimes they do. But what separates wealthy people from everyone else isn't the size of the trip. It's the way they make decisions before the trip ever begins. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how financially successful people approach travel, why their vacations often feel less stressful, and the expensive mistakes that keep millions of people trapped in a cycle of earning, spending, and starting over. Because once you see these patterns, you'll never look at travel the same way again.
The first difference. Wealthy people don't use vacations as escapes. Imagine it's Monday morning. One person wakes up and immediately feels exhausted. Their job drains them. Their finances stress them. Their schedule overwhelms them. By Wednesday, they're already counting down to Friday. By Friday, they're dreaming about their next vacation. For them, travel isn't a bonus. It's a rescue mission. Now, compare that to someone whose finances are organized, whose work is manageable, and whose daily life isn't built around constant stress. They enjoy vacations too. But they don't need vacations to survive. This sounds like a small difference. It's not. Because when travel becomes emotional relief, logic often disappears. That's when people start saying things like, "We deserve this. We only live once. We'll figure it out later." And later almost always arrives with interest charges attached. Wealthy people tend to avoid this trap because they aren't trying to escape their lives. They're taking a break from lives they already enjoy. That changes everything.
The second difference. They decide the budget first. Most people pick the destination first. Then they figure out how much it costs. That's backwards. A wealthy traveler starts with a number. Maybe it's $3,000. Maybe it's $5,000. Maybe it's $10,000. The exact amount doesn't matter. What matters is that the budget exists before any browsing begins. Once the number is chosen, every decision fits inside it. Average consumers do the opposite. They see pictures first. They get excited first. Then they try to force reality to match the fantasy. That's why a weekend getaway turns into a luxury resort. That's why economy flights become premium seats. That's why a planned budget somehow doubles before checkout. The wealthy traveler doesn't ask, "How can I afford this trip?" They ask, "What trip fits the money I've already decided to spend?" One question creates discipline. The other creates debt. The third difference. They pay before they travel. Here's something surprisingly common among financially successful people. Many of them treat vacations like sinking funds. Months before the trip happens, money starts accumulating. A little every paycheck. A little every month. Eventually, the trip is fully funded. When departure day arrives, the vacation is already paid for. Think about how different that feels. No anxiety. No giant bill waiting at home. No lingering debt. Just enjoyment. Now compare that to someone who puts everything on a credit card. The vacation ends. The payments begin. Every statement becomes a reminder of money that's already gone. The wealthy person experiences the anticipation before the trip. The indebted traveler experiences the pain after the trip. Same vacation, completely different emotional outcome. The fourth difference. They value flexibility more than luxury.
This one surprises people. Many wealthy individuals are less interested in impressing strangers than middle-income consumers are. They don't automatically chase the most expensive resort. They don't always need first class. They don't always need the 5-star experience. What they value is flexibility, freedom, control. They want options. Sometimes that means renting a house instead of booking a luxury hotel. Sometimes it means traveling during shoulder season. Sometimes it means staying longer while spending less. Because wealthy people understand something most consumers forget. Luxury is temporary. Freedom compounds. And freedom is usually worth more.
The fifth difference: they protect their investments first. Imagine two people each have $10,000 available. Person A spends every dollar on a luxury vacation. Person B invests most of it and spends a smaller amount on travel. 10 years later, the difference isn't just the money spent. It's the growth that money could have created. This is how wealthy people think. Every dollar has alternatives. Every purchase has opportunity cost. Every vacation competes with future wealth. That doesn't mean they never travel. It means they make sure travel doesn't sabotage their bigger goals. Because they understand a powerful truth. A vacation should be a reward for financial success, not the reason financial success never arrives.
The sixth difference: they care less about social media.
Social media has changed travel. People no longer travel only for experiences. Many travel for evidence. Evidence that they're successful. Evidence that they're interesting. Evidence that they're living their best life. The problem is that social media rewards appearances, not outcomes. Nobody posts the credit card balance. Nobody posts the monthly payments. Nobody posts the financial stress. They post sunsets. They post beaches. They post infinity pools. Wealthy people understand this game. They know that looking rich and being rich are completely different activities. And those two activities often move in opposite directions. One builds wealth. The other consumes it. That's why many financially successful people quietly take affordable trips nobody envies online. And many financially struggling people take expensive trips everyone envies online. One group is buying freedom. The other is buying attention. Only one of those purchases keeps paying dividends.